issues.
Issue. Issue. Issue.
Issues.
Issue. Issue.
Issues.
Good afternoon, good morning to you. It's Issues Television Talk Show. We're on in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. And we're back here again at the STEM, S-T-E-M. Hey man, they got a lot going on over here in West Point, should I say. Got a young lady here who's a part of the class today, and they got a whole nother organization here today, eSports. And everybody loves sports. You love sports?
Yes.
Yes. What's your name?
Jalea.
Jalea what?
Otan.
Old time. So what do you like about the STEM program here in West Point?
Because we be doing a lot of fun here.
A lot of fun? Okay. So today with eSports, what are some of the things you have learned talking to the gentlemen and the teachers here today? What have you learned so far today as far as the gaming?
I learned that they are that the word esports are meant for
Take your time. You know it's about sports, don't you? Do you like playing hand games yourself at home? Kind of, or you got brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Do they play games?
Yes, a lot.
Wow. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Probably a doctor.
Probably a doctor. Why not say I want to be a doctor? Say it.
I want to be a doctor.
Say I'm gonna be a doctor.
I'm going to be a doctor.
There you go, man. Beautiful. And how old are you?
8.
8 years old. So coming here doing summer camping programs, you really have fun here?
Yes.
And what are some of the things that you have learned so far just there here at the school? You like Miss Liddell?
Yes, sir.
You don't just say it because you're on camera. She nice to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. We'll be back in just a moment. Plus, we're going to talk to Dr. Liddell today, and we're going to talk to the two, I call them coaches, about sports because they know about the gaming system and how it works and how to develop different things. So that's cool, huh?
Yes, sir.
Hey, we'll be back in just a moment for the television talk show, Issues. If you're looking for that so fresh and so clean haircut, George Barbershop and Salon is the place to go. Located 1910 Military Road in Columbus, serving the Golden Triangle for over 50 years. Kids cuts, kids fades, kids lines, men's and women fades, shaves, lines, even cuts. George Barbershop and Salon. Hairbrushes, moisturizer, bandanas, shampoos, designs, the chalk line, straight lines, they have it all. Black ice, spray, razor. Plus, while you're there, you don't have to worry about any snacks or any accessories because they have all the hottest masks for your protection while you're waiting. Snacks, chips, candy. Spend 25 cents to buy the Lucky Colored bubble gum to win a free haircut. Plus, flat screens, TVs all over the place to relax you while you're getting your cut or getting service. Jordan's Barbershop and Salon. All in one big building. Walk-ins and appointments are welcome. Give them a call, 662-328-2048 to set your appointment. Also call 662-328-4466. Television talk show Issues here in West Point, Mississippi, and we're bringing it from the GTA to the ATL, back to the GTA. And man, I tell you, we have an individual on the show who's with the gaming system. We just spoke with his partner just a moment ago, Mr. Fitzgerald, and we want to welcome you to the show, John. How are you today?
Doing fine, Rick. Thank you for having us here.
Hey, man, talk to us about you being a part and being able to give back to African-American kids to talk and discuss about the future.
Sure. I mean, I take it from my own personal experience. I'm an inner city cat from Washington, D.C. I ended up going to an HBCU, Howard University. And all throughout my life, it's always been about service when I really think about it. I was commissioned an Air Force officer, so I served in the military.
Great.
Then I got my graduate degree, continued to serve in corporate, but also always wanted to share. So one of the things I did when I moved from Atlanta to Charlotte, I was asked to teach at a HBCU at Johnson C. Smith University. We have all these acronyms, right? So
yes.
Been teaching there in business and sports entertainment, did research in regards to trends, business trends and opportunities for our students. And that's how I came across esports gaming. I'm an old NFL Madden player, NBA 2K. And then I found out again, 82% of our African American young people, 18 to 24, are gaming on a weekly basis versus 73% of general market. But do you know we only make up 2% of the industry?
Of the money
Of the
itself.
industry?
Yeah.
We over-index in play
Right.
and spend,
Right.
but we're not in the industry. So
You guys
we had
really
to change that.
educating the kids on how to be not just the consumer, but the actual owner
Development and
forefront
owners.
development. Yes.
Not
yes.
just employees, but entrepreneurs
Yes,
also. We want
yes.
to empower our students. So at Johnson C. Smith in January 2020, right before the pandemic, I launched the first HBCU esports program. At the time, there were over 150 predominantly white institutions with some type of esports gaming initiative.
And we didn't
Zero.
know anything about
Zero for
that
HBCU.
particular business, I would say.
Yes.
Wow.
And so we launched that, and then in the same time frame, I partnered with the founders of Gaming Community, Ryan Johnson, Chris P.A., and my partner here today, Julian Fitzgerald. Gaming Community Co. focused on K through 12 and HBCU students, empowering them in STEM by leveraging our students' natural love for esports and gaming.
Man.
Less than 2 years, we've impacted over 40 of the 101 HBCUs. We're impacting charter school programs. We've had the great fortune to partner with Dr. Liddell
Wow,
in
great
an
lady,
initiative
yes.
called RIG. She is doing the thing here.
Some tremendous
So
things, yes.
we're very thankful for this affiliation and these dynamic students.
Make
today.
some noise, children.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this is great. So if they want to be a part of your program, find out more about it, how can they find you guys? How can
Sure.
they research you?
We're on Gaming Community Co. So you can Google us, Gaming Community Co. We're out of Atlanta, Georgia. I reside in Charlotte, North Carolina, again at Johnson C. Smith University. Those are the two easiest ways. And I have to give this shout out that Julian reminded me of. There is an initiative in Jackson where a 35-year-old African-American female who is entrenched in AI is working on building out a STEM tech facility in the Jackson area, which will empower the overall state of Mississippi and hopefully trickle down here. I want to make sure that that connection is made
Correct.
with shakers like Rick and Dr. Liddell. But again, if they want to contact us, Gaming Community Co. online, Johnson C. Smith, John Cash, out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Gaming Community Co. headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia.
Man, beautiful. And your shirt said all.
That's
Better
us.
together. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I love the X with immunity. It's just
Yep.
like, man.
X for inclusivity for
yeah,
all
yeah.
my young brothers and sisters
Yes.
here. So we're doing it at the K through 12
Uh-huh.
and pushing it out to HBCUs or whatever they feel their path is. I want them to understand how empowered they are, especially my young ladies there. #GirlDad.
Oh, man, how about that? Man, it's been great talking to you. We're going to close it out with Dr. Liddell. Man, again, it's been great here speaking with you, and I see how you guys have the kids motivated. Everybody's on point. They're excited about, interacting, because usually you deal with kids, if their mindsets are not where yours, they like, I don't want to be here, but everybody's motivated. So that's a positive plus, man. Can you look in that camera and say, issues? He said the morning kickback.
The morning kickback,
Hey, man, we'll be back in just a moment. Right here for Issues Television Talk Show, we'll be talking to Dr. Liddell here at the STEM Arts Academy here in West Point, Mississippi. More to come right here on Issues Television Talk Show.
I'm TK Soul.
Kosciuszko, Mississippi, we're on the way. Attala County, we're on the way. GTA and surrounding areas, we are on the way. B&R Production is on tour. We're bringing it, and we're bringing it strong. TK Soul and Wendell B performing live in concert August the 20th, Saturday, at the Attala County Coliseum, 550 Mississippi, Highway 12, Kosciuszko, Mississippi. B&R Production is bringing it first class, featuring Wendell B and TK Soul. Both on the same show, one night, one stage. Doors open up at 6 p.m. Showtime starts at 7 p.m. Music in the mix by DJ Lambo and hosted by none other than the king of the city, the legend Rick Don't Go Mason. For advance, $35 tickets and only $40 at the door. For VIP and ticket takings reservations, call 662-242-8799 or 404-617-9423. It's TK Soul and Wendell B. To come here for the television talk show, Issues here at the STEM Arts Academy in West Point, Mississippi. Great atmosphere, great environment. I tell you, Dr. Liddell, I think you've outdone yourself with these different programs that have taken place. The money coaches on the last visit, and now we have gaming. I mean, it's a whole nother world, a whole
Yes,
nother
sir.
industry for our African-American kids
Yes, it
here
is.
today. Talk to us, how are you feeling today about this whole project itself?
Wow, I'm super excited, Rick.
Uh-huh.
It's just like you said, having the money coaches here, and then this week we have this wonderful group called Community out of Atlanta, Georgia. They are here in West Point, Mississippi, teaching our children about esports, which stands for electronic sports. We know the gaming industry is huge in this country and around the world. 83% of our kids game on a regular basis, our black and brown communities. However, only 2% are engaging in the financial aspects of it. And we just want our kids to be exposed. It's all about exposure.
Yes, ma'am.
They need to understand that these opportunities are out there and know that they can do this and become very productive, have great careers in this area, STEM, science, gaming and technology. And so to us, it's about that exposure.
Right.
We have to have people that are willing to invest in our communities,
In
like
our
you
kids,
see
yes.
today with Community, John Cash,
Yes.
also Julian Fitzgerald. They've
Yes.
traveled from Atlanta
To
and
come
Charlotte,
here, yes.
North Carolina to come here.
Yes.
And so that's a huge investment in what we believe our kids can accomplish if they just put their minds to it.
Man, I tell you, if someone want to be a part of the STEM program or a part of any of the tech schools that you have here, how can they find you?
Absolutely. We're located at 26033 West Main Street in West Point, Mississippi. Call us at 662-605-0925. And please visit our website, www.techgenerationlc for Learning Center. That's www.techgenerationlc.com. And you can find all the great information, how to enroll in our after-school programs and how to enroll in our summer camps. Our kids are just super excited.
Man.
And we want to offer this opportunity to as many young people as we can. So you all come see us and just know that we are about kids and we definitely will treat you right.
Man, I tell you, enough said, man. Dr. Liddell, again, it's a pleasure sitting down,
Absolutely.
speaking with you, whatever issues television talk show can do for you. We are here for you, man.
Yes,
Check us
sir.
out Monday through Friday on side, or should I say inside the Ricky Smiley Morning Show with the morning kickback Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. each and every weekday morning. More to come, man. I tell you, Dr. Liddell, it's been great. Can you say issues?
Issues.
Can you say the morning kickback?
The morning kickback.
Can I get the kids to say issues? And we'll be back in just a moment. It's been a great show once again here with Dr. Liddell here at the STEM Arts Academy. Her and her staff are so great here. Bring your kids here, or you can just come yourself to do a walkthrough. Maybe you might like it, want to participate and be a part of the
Absolutely.
staff itself here in West Point, Mississippi. More things on the way for the television talk show, Issues. Attention Golden Triangle and surrounding area. It's finally here, the hottest new sports store in the city. The best in sports apparel and accessories. Sideline Sports has all of your favorite team wear. NFL, NBA, and NBL. Sideline Sports also carry your regional colleges' custom shirt, jackets, or hats. Come on and let Coach Joe put you in the game. It's your passion and your pride. Sideline Sports in Columbus. Live for the television talk show Issues here in the Golden Triangle area. Another great episode here for the television talk show Issues. I'm your host and executive producer, Rick Mason. Check us out each and every Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m. on CW, or Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on My Mississippi. I have a very close friend here, like a mother, or auntie, or someone who's watched me throughout my life as far as my Christian ride, my way out of the box journey, the whole nine. Miss Kara Pouche Lee, what we're gonna always call her. She's a Pouche to the end of the day.
That's right.
Miss Kara, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Hey man, tell us about all the excitement you have going on at AIJC Academy.
Okay. Well, we were blessed in 2014 to start an after-school tutoring program. It was called After-School Summer and Enrichment Program. We went through the summer. And a lot of the children over there, we found out in doing the research, they were living at 160% below the poverty lines. And they needed tutoring, but they couldn't afford to pay for tutors. So our church jumped in because, fortunately, we had a lot of retired teachers and people that had worked in the school system. And we got started, and we saw a lot of success stories with the children that we were working with. These tutoring enrollment went up to like 56. So then we had parents to come back and ask us at the I think it was like the latter part of 18, early part of 19, if we would go into a full school. So I went into prayer, because serving as a pastor, you just don't jump and do what you want to do. And I felt like the Lord was telling me to do it. And I went out into the church congregation, those that had worked in the school system, sought them out, everybody was on board. So in 19, we actually opened the doors for AIJC Academy.
Man, I tell you. So put a pin right there. What is AIJC Academy?
It stands for Assembly in Jesus Christ the King.
Man, I tell you, such a great name to interact with something, doing positive with the kids. So now, how many actual students do you have enrolled with the program?
Well, we since 19, we had an enrollment, beginning enrollment of 8. That enrollment went up to 16, and this coming year, we're anticipating 30.
Man, I tell you, such a great thing. And welcome you to the show. Can we have your name and who you are?
Shakira Butler. I serve as the youth pastor at Assembly of Jesus Christ Church, and I also serve as the beginning Spanish instructor as well. So I work alongside Pastor Carol.
Okay, all right. And you being a young lady, being a youth pastor, what are some of the obstacles you may face being a young lady and then being able to see what's going on in the world today? How does that mindset sets in your world?
A lot of obstacle is being the oddball in the group, but how I manage it is much prayer, and listening to my leader, getting great advice from my leader, and knowing how to stay close to God and remain humble and seek His face.
Man, I tell you, such a great thing. We're going to go to commercial breaks here in just a moment to talk more about the Academy and some of the things that you have going on over in West Point, Mississippi, because you're a Columbus native, so it's a big deal when you go into another city to start up some great things. We'll be back in just a moment after these television commercial breaks with the television talk show Issues. Let's ride. That's right, let's ride right now, today, this weekend, next week. Carter's Transportation Service. Give them a call, 662-425-1500, or contact them at carterscts.com or Instagram, Carter's Transportation. Let's ride. It's the ultimate experience on wheels. The 2020 Mercedes Executive Sprinter, where it seats 8 to 10 people. Full entertainment package included 2 large flat screen TVs, surround sound, satellite, TV, movies, drinks, party lights, and so much more. Executive or corporate travel. We cover it all. Birthday parties, party runs, proms, athletic events, casino rides, local and out-of-town rides as well. Affordable rates for all your needs to ride like the stars. It's all about Carter's Transportation Service. And we're back to the television talk show Issues here with Ms. Boucher and her youth pastor as well. Sitting there talking about the Academy Center that they have in conjunction with their church. Again, they started off with maybe 6 members, then to 16. Now they're looking to gain at least 30 students in that actual area. So what are some of the steps that the parents would have to take to be involved with what you guys have going on?
Well, simply they need to give me a call. And can I get that number next? It's 662-251-0277. 662-251-0277. And I kind of, talk with them to feel the vibe of what they want for the children, to eat for the children. And the main thing I want them to keep in mind is a Christian-based school. We have, for example, one of our subjects is chapel, where they do Bible. They have to learn a verse every week. They go to chapel. And we try to teach Christian morals. And that's the plus side of being a Christian private school. You don't have to worry about things like not being able to say God.
Correct.
We do all the regular classes, the English, the math, language. We bought the penmanship back. And one of our favorites, of course, this is our first year. And I must say this is my niece as well.
Okay.
She was one of the early high school students that graduated with their associate's degree before the high school diploma.
Wow.
So she's had, I think, 2 years of Spanish at Mississippi University for Women. And we were coming over, we were doing a little bit dialogue, like, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy muy feliz. ¿Y tú?
Bien. ¿Cómo te llamo?
Mi nombre es Shakira Butler. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Mi nombre es Carolina. And we would like to say,
Bienvenido. Mason.
Well, I tell you, whatever you just spoke.
We basically have a little dialogue. We were saying, hello, this is our beginning stages.
Wow.
How are you? What's your name? And then we said, welcome, Rick Mason. Even though we're coming to your show, but you are bringing this to us at our school as well.
Very interesting that the African American diaspora of kids can be able to learn what you guys are talking about and teaching them different languages with your program. So is there a certain number you have to have of students to keep the program in function, or?
No, we have been actually down to 4 students. But we, as I said, it's the church. So the teachers, a lot of them volunteer. We have a full staff. We have custodians, the cooks, the security, and most of the time we are volunteering with that low of a number. But it's rewarding because teaching for me was a calling. And to really tell you what happened, I was in the public school system and I began to lose my eyesight through the diabetes. That's another story for another day, but it was a miracle. But God totally lost this side on this side. He restored this side. And then as I was, reaching out to others and they were reaching back to me, I saw the need. I still needed to teach. It was something I needed to do. So this really is just a plus for me. The Bible teaches every pastor to be apt to teach. So not only do we do the Christian side, but a lot of times we forget the Bible says first come natural, then spiritual. So we teach our children, you can be happy. Everything you do is not a sin. You're not going to hell because of everything you do. And we still tie that into our curriculum. We use an Abeka curriculum, which is a Christian-based curriculum. Every subject, language, math, penmanship, history, science, everything is tied back to God. Even in their literature, in the textbooks, it's going to say something about God. And so with that being in mind, a lot of times when they get to the point they want to act a little bit, I'll say, what Jesus did.
What would Jesus do?
They'll jump back, back in check. So they're still children. That's all children. We don't expect anything else for them to be but children. But we do expect them to respect others, to learn, to be serious, because number one, when you start going to a private school, your parents start spending a lot more money. Books are expensive. They don't want to waste their money. And we've been doing really well. We have not had one child that has failed the grade so far. And we introduced the typing program. It's actually called College Keyboarding. We adopted it from the colleges that I went to. Our 3rd graders passed most class.
Man, I tell you, we'll be back in just a moment to find out how does she deal with the youth, being a young lady dealing with young people, and what are some of the obstacles that she have to go through. Plus, we're going to talk about a major event that they have coming to West Point real soon. Stick around. 662-386-6064. If you have an issue, either email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. If you have an issue, we'll be back in just a moment for the television talk show Issues. GTA and surrounding areas, it's Friday Night Fish Fry every day of the week at Fish Shack, 315 Old White Road North, behind AutoZone in West Point. Or give them a call, 662-304-0144. Or in Columbus, 1316 Highway 69 South. Or give them a call, 662-570-9755. Again, it's a Friday Night Fish Fry every day of the week at the Fish Shack, where they specialize in catfish, whitening, burgers, and wings. They have been feeding the goat. And we're back for the television talk show Issues here with Miss Kara Boucher and her niece. And we're going to let you tell your name one more time.
Shakira Butler.
Shakira Butler. So you've been a youth pastor, being a young lady. The obstacles that you dealt with as a college student, learning about Spanish, what are some of the obstacles you may face dealing with the younger kids, talking to them about a different language?
A different language, I must say patience with them, to understand that they may not understand it as well as I do, but as long as I take my time and pace myself with them, they'll get inadequacy, not feeling enough, like, am I enough to teach them this? Can I do this? But then I remind myself that greater is He that is in me, that is He that is in the world. So if God before me, no one can be against me, so I can do all things through Christ in Him. So once I remind myself that, I keep on touching.
It's a roller coaster.
Right.
Yes, that's beautiful. So this big event you guys have coming up, Talk to us about that.
Okay, we have actually Miss Shakia and the youth party came to me about this. She has a lot of brainstorms, so she keeps me going. But we have a youth crusade coming up. It's called Young People's Crusade 2022. And the title of it is Ignite the Fire with Christmas in July. And the reason we're getting a chance to bring a little bit of Christmas, Mayor Rob Bobo, he gave us a proclamation last year. We did a play and they loved it, and it's called The Magic of Christmas. So he declared December 19th as the Magic of Christmas Day in the city of West Point. So we're tying onto that, bringing a little bit of Christmas. It's going to be a big festival on the 30th, starting at 10:30 a.m. It's going to go to 7:30 p.m. All types of games, all types of gifts. This is going to be our natural side of us.
Right, so I know that if it's musical and you got something to do with it, it's going to be horrific.
Oh, we have a lot of recording artists that are coming, dancers, and actually Felicia Cole Pope is going to be the evening speaker for. And then that Sunday at 4 o'clock inside, it will be Pastor Monday. So we look for a good time.
That's a beautiful thing.
Can I say this?
Yes.
If your family is looking for an outing, I promise you, you will not be disappointed if you stop by AIJC on July the 30th. All on the outside. You will see all kind of tents, multiple color tents. And if there are any vendors that are interested, they can call us for vendor space.
Give that number again.
662-251-0277.
And let's talk about the song that the kids are singing on the radio. So, the song, the AGI, the song,
This
the
is
chat
the
song.
psalmist. She
Yeah. So
wrote-
you playing the piano and singing, directing?
She directs the choir. She's
Wow.
a minister of music.
Wow.
The song that you hear, this
Yeah.
little chant, that actually my board of directors, one of the persons was Miss Janetta Evans. She said, you can write a song. I said, well, let me find somebody to write a little jingle. And she said, no, do it right now. I want it out there right now. So those children are children from my neighborhood and children that go to the school.
Man, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
they're totally
Man, I really appreciate you guys' time for coming on the show today, Issues Television Talk Show, to talk about what's going on. More great things to come. We're in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Plus, check us out inside the Ricky Smiley Morning Show Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. for the hottest 2 minutes in radio as we bring you informative information and issues around the world. Each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. with the morning kickback inside the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Again, catch us here 6:30 a.m. CW and Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on My Mississippi. Can I get you young ladies to look in that camera and say issues?
Issues.
We'll catch you next week, same time, same place for the television talk show, Issues.